Jake Paul gets roasted.
Melissa McCarthy gets called out.
Diddy's pool fail goes viral.
And we're going to tell you guys all about these stories right now on InformOverload.
Jake Paul is just about a week and a half away from his fight with Nate Robinson, and it seems he's making sure people are talking about him. However, it seems they're talking for all the wrong reasons. As you may or may not know, Jake and Austin McBroom from the Ace family have been going at it on social media, with Jake alluding that Catherine has been unfaithful to Austin with him. And now Jake seems to have pissed off a lot of Twitter users and some in the YouTube community after pretty much saying he's a trendsetter and people follow whatever he does. More specifically, he tweeted out, I quote, "I create the first content house, then there's 500 content houses. I start boxing, now every influencer is a boxer. What's next? Y'all gonna get raided by the FBI on purpose?" Now I will say, the tweet was very funny. Definitely gave me a good laugh as Paul was raided by the FBI in relation to the looting situation he was involved in earlier this year. But to no surprise, fans, haters, and other content creators were quick to call him out. One fan simply replied citing the Sidemen, FaZe, and Optic Gaming as having the first content houses, Joe Weller and KSI starting YouTube boxing, and Lion Maker being the first to get raided by the FBI. FaZe Banks also chimed in showing a photo of the first FaZe house and tweeting, 8 years ago before half these fools were even born. Joe Weller also left his 2 cents, simply tweeting out, I quote, "Theo Baker started YouTube boxing, end of." Theo Baker is who Joe Weller boxed with prior to his bout with KSI. JC Kalen, a former member of Our Second Life, which was a collective group of content creators, replied to Jake's tweet saying, "With all due respect, my guy, O2L had the first content house. We were kicking it and shooting every day in Encino before some of these cats were even in LA." Jake retweeted JC's tweet and simply wrote, "Who?" For context's sake, Our Second Life started in August of 2012 and lasted until January 2015. Others called Jake out, claiming he thinks he started YouTube boxing despite his first card. Others called Jake out, claiming he thinks he started YouTube boxing despite his first fight being an undercard for his brother who fought KSI. I mean, Jake knows how to get his name out there, especially with a fight coming up, but it just seems he's given more reason for people to cheer on Nate. I mean, yeah, Joe Weller did start it because he fought that guy Theo Baker like in the amateur thing, but the first like real big one was KSI and Joe Weller, and then KSI called out Jake Paul, but then Logan Paul stepped up to the plate. So the fact that Jake was on the undercard,
I think he's maybe taking one too many bops to the
head.
brain,
Yeah,
you know?
maybe a little bit. I don't know.
The CT going on, he's forgetting things.
I also think after his fight with Nate, he might call it. I just think Nate's a professional athlete. With all due respect to Jake, like, I understand Jake was a good athlete in high school, but there's a difference between like a high school athlete and a professional athlete.
It's a big difference.
But we'll see what happens. Look, maybe we'll stand here corrected.
Who knows? We'll see. And now on to some news about Melissa McCarthy. Melissa McCarthy is facing backlash after her 20 Days of Kindness campaign led to her donating money to a charity organization that she isn't too proud of. Seeing this as an opportunity to promote her HBO Max movie Superintelligence, McCarthy and the marketing team behind the film announced the 20 Days of Kindness campaign, in which they'd be giving $20,000 to 20 different charities and encourage fans to donate as well. However, it seems one of the charities isn't so much about kindness. More specifically, the charity Exodus Cry is a Christian organization that claims to be anti-trafficking. However, upon further research, it turns out they're much more extreme than initially believed. The organization's founder has referred to abortion as a holocaust and said that homosexuality is an unspeakable offense to God. In fact, it seems anything other than procreation is seen as a major issue here, and this led to McCarthy facing her fair share of backlash online. Taking to Instagram, the actor and comedian decided to make a video apologizing and thanking those who brought the situation to her attention. She starts her video with, "Hi there, it has come to our attention that our 20 Days of Kindness, which is a kindness hub that we started to shine a light on 20 great charities, had one in there that, there's no other way to say it, we blew it. We made a mistake and we backed a charity that upon proper vetting stands for everything that we do not." After admitting to her, or at least her team's mistake, she went on to thank everyone who brought the charity's beliefs to her attention. "So I want to thank everyone on social media who said, 'What are you doing? Are you sure you want to back this?' Because the answer is no, we do not. We are so incredibly grateful for you ringing the bell and helping us be better. We're sorry for our mistake. Oh boy, are we sorry for it. Can't believe that we missed it. I want to say I hope this doesn't ding the other charities because they're really doing some amazing things. Let the kindness continue and thank you. Thanks for the help. We really needed it."
My whole thing is like, do you really think she's the one looking at each charity? You know what I mean?
was-
Whenever a celebrity's attached to something and then it turns, I just find it's very much so like they're just kind of the face of it and they're not really,
100%.
you know? So I think people need to remember that when they want to give backlash for no apparent reason.
But tell me about this Diddy pool fail going viral?
So now for a good laugh, the internet had an absolute ball roasting Diddy after he posted a video which shows him attempting to dive into a pool. The rapper, actor, and entrepreneur has been around for quite some time and is known for being one of the wealthiest names in hip-hop, with Forbes estimating his net worth to be around $740 million in 2019. And you'd think with all that money, he'd afford to get some swim, or more specifically, diving lessons. But instead he posted a video of him diving, which would be reposted on multiple apps, and within just a few days, well, it surpassed 4 million views on Twitter alone. This led to numerous people making jokes at the mogul's expense, which I don't think he cares all that much. He's a self-made multi-millionaire who could buy diving lessons for the price of a coffee from some of the best in the world. If he really cared that much, he'd invest in some lessons. But still, here's the video. Still, some of the responses from the good people of Twitter were absolutely priceless. One person literally tweeted, I quote, "Diddy's worth $500 million, so I'm gonna start diving this way." Although the majority of them were people simply saying the video itself lives rent-free in their head now, or that it quite literally made their day. Some of the better ones were tweets such as, "Diddy? More like Diddy not learn how to swim?" And another showing the initial jump titled January, and another still image of Diddy mid-belly flopped, if you will, titled November 2020. The internet remains undefeated.
That is pretty funny though.
Did he not know how to swim?
Puns are relentless.
There were so many good tweets too. I only included a couple because I'm like, I'm not gonna make the whole story.
Yeah,
just be like this tweet. But if you guys just go to Twitter and just type in Diddy dive.
Hey, leave a comment down below if you want us to do a video of like top 10 tweets that roasted Diddy.
Like the tweets were just so good. I think the Diddy more like did he not know how to dive? That one I think was the best one.
That was pretty good. I actually really like the like, hey, he's worth all this money. Maybe I'll just start diving like him.
That was good too. There were a lot of really funny ones they included. But for now, guys, let's do some comment replies from the video Top 10 Celebrity Instagram comments you won't believe part 2.
Phyllis Goddard said Scott was never married to Courtney. They just had children together.
So yeah, a lot of them. That was like every comment.
I think a lot of people do think that they were married because they were
they were together for so long. That's the
child.
Like, so, but no, when I tell you like almost every single comment on this video was people calling me out for saying that they weren't married. It's like, thank you, now I know.
It's been addressed.
I appreciate it, guys. Seth frickin' Rollins said sometimes it's better to think twice before using your fingers to say something on the internet.
Yeah, that right.
Or your mouth. You guys do like voice notes. Yeah, just anything you post on the internet, really, I would say. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel like we read all of these comments in another video.
Did you use Seth frickin' Rollins too?
Yeah, I did.
Well, because he comments on all our stuff. So Seth, if you're watching, you're a real one, bro. Of course we're gonna include those.
We're reading you twice.
Yeah.
Hippie Ninja Simi said, I smacked the like button a little too enthusiastically and my phone backflipped onto the bed. Worth it.
Have you ever dropped your phone on your face?
That sucks.
That hurts a lot.
I've done that.
It hurts.
Way too many times.
And it's like you think you have like a fat lip after, you're like, am I bleeding? Like it shouldn't hurt that much, but it does. So that's how we're gonna reply to that comment, just to make it a little different.
Nothing hurts as much as this video coming to an end. But my name has been Johnny Rogers.
I'm Jared Bronstein.
And until next time, stay classy.
Bye.